Have you ever heard of Genuphobia? Certain people around the world are dealing with this fear that is totally ruining their lives on a daily basis. They have to come face to face with the thing they fear most. Ladies and gentlemen, Genuphobia is the fear of knees. Yes, knees, you heard that right the first time, knees. Genuphobia is an irrational fear of knees, which can include the fear of one's own knees, the knees of others, or the act of kneeling. It's a type of specific phobia, which is an intense and persistent fear of a particular object or situation. I don't know why they've put a picture of a knee here. What if somebody with Genuphobia was just looking up what's going on with them? They just get a knee thrown in their face, now they launch their laptop across the room. Google, jump scare warning at least, come on now. People with Genuphobia may experience anxiety when seeing or touching knees, worry about knee injuries. The thought of somebody having haunting thoughts about knees is killing me. Avoidance behaviors such as not wearing shorts or skirts, avoiding the beach, avoiding medical appointments, physical symptoms such as difficulty catching breath, chest tightness, dizziness, nausea, sweating, trembling or shaking, and panic attacks. Knees actually have some people on the ropes. I didn't even know that was possible. Something else that I didn't know was possible is the fear of buttons. This is what it's called, because I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. Koumpounophobia, Koumpounophobia. So, the fear of buttons. I just want to know how that happens to you. What about buttons scares you? What can be scary about buttons? Because when you think about it, buttons are almost unavoidable. They're on bed sheets, they're on clothes. Sometimes they even pack spare buttons for you to sew them on. And if we're talking about push buttons, you're finished. Your phone screen is just one big button, keyboards, etc. The modern world would have to be your biggest nightmare. Imagine if you found out that someone you hate had this phobia. It would be so easy to mess with them. Hear me out. You find out your worst enemy's home address and then you start sending them packages full of buttons. You could have them spiraling off Amazon next day delivery. Buttons. But buttons really? Buttons shouldn't be able to ruin your day, bro. And it just continues to get worse. Ablutophobia. The fear of bathing. What? If I remember correctly, the verbatim definition of phobia is an extreme or irrational fear or aversion to something. Ablutophobia is the height of irrationality. Just wash your ass, bro. Can you imagine telling someone to get in the shower, then they start breaking out in cold sweats and start shaking in the corner? How do you even develop this fear? Listen, I want to be compassionate. I do, I really want to be compassionate. But if I throw you a loofah and you start screaming, we're gonna have serious problems. You know, for Christmas, when you get the default auntie gift, the goddamn Lynx Africa or Axe for the Americans, because for some reason, most of the people watching are American. You have Ablutophobia, and then you get the default toiletry gift for Christmas, and then your whole Christmas morning comes falling down around you. You know the anime mind break face? Imagine seeing this after handing someone a bar of soap. That's abhorrent. Next we have Barophobia. Barophobia, people, is the fear of gravity. How are you scared of fundamental aspects of our reality? Being scared of gravity is like being scared of wind resistance. Bro, you can't avoid it. How can you be scared of something that's acting on you constantly and not harming you? I get it if you had the fear of falling, but you're scared of one of the laws of the universe. Easily one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of. Barophobia cannot be real. Imagine you have a kid one day, they come over to you, Mom, Dad, I'm scared of gravity. I'll be so disappointed in myself because how was this in my gene pool? What have I done? I shouldn't have even procreated. The phobias continue to get worse, by the way. Let's keep going. Arithmophobia, the fear of numbers. Listen, when I found out about arithmophobia, I laughed to the point where it hurt because I kept thinking of, imagine somebody walking down the street, it's their birthday, they're walking around with a big 20 balloon, some randomer across the street starts screaming and it starts fight or flight, start running in the opposite direction. Do you understand how funny that would be? Imagine you hand someone a birthday card, they open it, there's a big 25 written across that bitch, and then they pass out, they faint on the spot because it was all too much for them. If you have arithmophobia, I don't believe you're human. You have to be an alien cosplaying as one. If a number like, I don't know, 8 can strike fear into your heart, you are so lucky that we have civilization because you would not survive in the wild. Wait, is there a fear of the number 8? I'm curious. Oh my, Jesus Navas, why? If you're scared of numbers, genuinely, How do you get by? Because numbers are everywhere. They are unavoidable. What about numbers can be scary? I get it, you have lucky numbers, 666, unlucky 13, but there's cultural reasons why people develop like ill feelings towards numbers, but not phobias. Yeah, I don't know about that one, my guy. Arachibutyrophobia. The fear of peanut butter. I couldn't pronounce this one either, but if you're scared of peanut butter, I need you to consider naturally selecting yourself out of the population. Apparently, this phobia is the intense fear of peanut butter being stuck to the roof of your mouth in particular. How often can that be happening to you for you to develop a phobia? As a therapist, how would you even help somebody with the fear of peanut butter? At that point, you just have to tell them to lock in. What do you mean you're scared of peanut butter? There's no help for you here. See yourself out. Bibliophobia. The fear of books. Just say you're illiterate and go. You know when you was in school and there was that one kid who was like 11 but still couldn't read? They're tripping over words. Why did teachers always make those kids read aloud? Like, bro, just read. Next, however, we have a phobia that I can get behind. Phobophobia. The fear of feet. Feet are nasty. Easily the ugliest part of the human body. Hands are so like delicate and intricate, and then feet are just ugh. Some people actually pay to see feet. Funny story, about a year ago, Feet Finder reached out to me to do a promotion, which is insane. Women love to claim that they have nice feet. Listen, nobody has nice feet. Nice feet are impossible. I don't care if you're wearing nail polish. You can put nail polish on a donkey's ass. It's still a donkey's ass. Feet are nasty, bro. Don't get it twisted. I'm not scared of feet. I just don't think they're nice. They're just not. But anyway, back to the BS. Because next we have Phobophobia, the fear of phobias. Why are you scared of scared? Why do you fear fear? At that point, you're just a human possum. Nothing is inducing fear. You're just scared of the thought of being scared. I'm trying to make sense of this in my head. You're scared of the concept of being scared. Then just don't be scared. What? Being jump scared by your shadow type vibes. At that point, you just need to be annexed off from the rest of society. We put you in your little bubble and just leave you there. Phobophobia. What do you mean? Phobia is such a strong word because phobias are such a strong experience. We've all been around somebody who has arachnophobia and seen the way that they respond to spiders. Now imagine how somebody with phobophobia would respond. They're scared of phobias. What? Imagine getting stranded on an island with somebody with phobophobia. Consider yourself dead. You're not making it out. They will be of no use to you. Next we have Botanophobia, the fear of plants. I guess there are some dangerous plants out there. I've had poison ivy on my skin before. Not a nice experience. There's plants that you can't eat, etc, etc. But if plants bother you, bro, I don't know what to tell you. If a sunflower can strike fear into your heart, I think you need to reevaluate everything. Forsake your family, move country, build a new life somewhere else type vibe. If I found out that you have botanophobia, I think you'd need to go into witness protection. Not because you're in danger or anything, I just think you'd need a new start. The red car from Breaking Bad. Just go be someone new, somewhere else. There's also a fear of flowers. Where are these people? Because I'm guessing that these fears have to be super rare. I want to meet one. Just one person who has this fear in my lifetime, please. I just want to sit them down and ask them how they got to where they are at. I'm so fascinated. High key, this fear is a great excuse to be a terrible boyfriend. Why do you never buy me flowers? I'm literally terrified of them. Bring flowers into this house and we're done, Rebecca. Tachophobia, the fear of speed. When I first found out about the fear of speed, I kept thinking of somebody who was like completely mortified by the sight of Speed the streamer. That would be hilarious. But if you're scared of going like fast in a car or something, that's fair. I can't mock you for that. Speed kills. Drive safe, people. Dermatophobia, the fear of houses. Where do you live? Where do you live? Bro is scared of the neighborhood. What type of house do you think scares somebody with this phobia more? Fully detached, semi-detached, a cottage? You never know what kind of wicked things are going on in a cottage or a bungalow. If you're scared of like a secluded mansion in the middle of a forest, I'll give you a pass on that one because those can be kind of sketchy. The Diddy house? Justified. But dermatophobia isn't the fear of a type of house, it's houses in general. But fam, where do you live at that point? Because you have to live in a house. If you're a hunter-gatherer, a nomadic tribe, moving from place to place, living in temporary housing, making it out of sticks, it's still a house. If you live inside a tree, it's still technically your house. What happened to you for you to be scared of houses? From my understanding of fear, most of it is learned behavior. Like if your mom is completely terrified of spiders, you're likely going to be scared of spiders too because you learned that from her. You can basically pass fears down through the generations. So houses. How did we get here? I could honestly do this all day, but I'll leave it here for this video. But yeah, those are just a few phobias that I thought were hilarious. There's such a long list online of the most insane phobias that I've ever heard of. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want a part 2, we can do that if I can make enough content for it. Which phobia did you think was the funniest, and do you have any insane phobias? Leave your answers in the comment section below. Mine would probably be clowns. I don't know why, but I just don't mess with clowns. If somebody came up to me in a clown costume, I'm giving them 19 power right hooks. I don't know why I'm like this. It will literally be an out of body experience for me. Do you guys remember the whole killer clown fiasco that happened years ago, where these insane people were running around dressed up as clowns, terrorizing the community? Listen to me, if some random stranger pulled up on me with a killer clown costume, I would have hit them so hard, I would turn them into liquid. I am not playing around. I don't play about clowns. Someone asked me to go see the movie It when that came out. I almost lost a friend. What do you mean, see the movie It? Foolish donkey. But yeah, that's it from me. Let me know if you want a part 2. Thanks for watching. Take care. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time I upload.